Roots tourism, can it buoy Rome's economy after COVID-19? The themes of roots tourism are explored so as to be understood as a reverse migratory flow, which sees as possible protagonists the many Italian emigrants in the world, appear to be eager to visit their homeland of origin. Over the past 160 years, many Italians have expatriated from small villages, driven by hunger and misery. A technical roundtable was held and opened by Director General for Italian Citizens Abroad and Migration Policies Luigi Maria Vignali. Today, in a slightly different guise, researchers are stimulated by possible professional growth rather than managers with outstanding records looking for multinationals. Speakers at the conference organized by Giovanni Maria De Vita, counselor at the Italian Embassy, Loredana Capone, president of the Regional Council of the Puglia region, Alessandra Zetta, vice president of the Sardinia region, Michele Schiavoni, general secretary of the General Council of Italian Expats GI, Elena D'Erico Forenit, Felice Casixai, counselor for tourism for the region Campania, Massimo Lucidi, general secretary of the Italian Excellence Award, Sonia Ferrari for the University of Cosenza, Giuseppe Sumario, Catholic University of Milan, Fausto Orso Marso, counselor for tourism, Calabria region, Manlio Messina, counselor for tourism region of Sicily, Silvana Virgilio, vice president of SMF, and many others, representing bodies, regions, and sector associations were present. Poor emigration is not extinct. This all must be considered in the current context, where the pandemic does not allow travel and does not help those who want to emigrate. There are 5,600,000 Italians registered with Air Register of Italians resident abroad, with around 70 million around the world that have Italian origins in the form of second or third generations. The potential number of tourists is very large and deserves a recall campaign for the possible growth of tourist flows and to fuel the recovery of ancient villages, the object of attention and energy in the country. The willingness to facilitate logistics comes from many mayors of the various Italian regions who make disused apartments available at the symbolic cost of €1. Vittorio Sigarbi, mayor of Salemi in Sicily, began this a few years ago. Today, more mayors have followed his idea in different territories such as Taranto, Ganzi, Sassari, and other regions. The Farnesina is also attentive to the phenomenon that stimulates work, that is, monitoring the economic segment of roots tourism and trying to conceive initiatives and institutional actions to support it, a reality that could be precious for the relaunch of the country at the end of the pandemic. Fiorello Primi, president of the Most Beautiful Villages in Italy Association, expressed satisfaction that this type of tourism has entered the PNRR National Recovery and Resilience Plan. Primi highlighted how currently 315 Italian villages out of about 900 visited in recent years have been admitted to the association. This is to underline the quality level required to be part of this excellence. Primi, however, highlighted difficulties in small villages relating to the recovery of homes and, for example, access to tools such as the so-called eco-bonus for practical, bureaucratic, and legislative reasons. In this regard, De Vita noted that the issue of adapting infrastructures, which concerns the recovery of the areas of built-up areas, the transport system, and the professional qualification itself, certainly plays a central role. With the master of tourism of the roots, added De Vita, we are witnessing the rise of new professions that must be recognized in order to be able to operate in the territories. Saverio La Miranda, president of the Terre di Aristio Association for Rural Tourism, recalled the tragedy of the depopulation of the villages, especially in areas such as Lucania. We must make our territories become tourist destinations, explained La Miranda, hoping for a possible restart of tourism starting from Lucanians abroad. He also highlighted the need to make Lucanians abroad become active citizens for the regeneration of villages through the creation of virtual squares. Giovanna Giordano, president of Comites de Montreal, spoke of several young people who want to return to their places of origin, told in the stories told by their grandparents. It would be important to create such a table with young people to understand more why they do not return, what are the difficulties. Giordano noted, underlining both the strong closeness of young people to their villages of origin and the importance of the Palermo Seminary for the approach of the new generations. #rebuilding travel